A faint glimmer of moonlight came in through the window pane, shining its light above the tiny head, peeking out from the warm blanket that's supposed to send him to dreamland. The little guy couldn't sleep tonight. He's having trouble with the biggest question of his short 5 years. Where is heaven? He muttered to himself. This morning, while playing around with his friends, one of them asked about his parents. Why your parents never around? That friend asked him without any ill intention. My grandma said they are in heaven, so I cannot meet them. Luz, the little boy answered. Where is that? Is it far? Another friend asked him. Luz thought for a while. I'm not sure. But Grandma said it's really far. It's across the galaxy up there. He pointed to the sky. The sky is so big. You cannot meet your parents if you don't know where they really are. How can you get there if you don't know where is there? The first friend asking question came up with another tough question. Thankfully, some parents came to pick up their children, so they soon forgot about the innocent conversation. All except Luz. So tonight, he'd been thinking about that question over and over again in his tiny head. He asked his grandma once he came home, but he got her usual answer. It's across the galaxy, very far away from here, behind all those stars you see at night, my little Luz. He tried to ask for more details, but his grandma said he'll know once he got older. Sadly, Luz didn't want to wait. He missed his parents so much. He only remembered their face from the old painting of their wedding day. His mother looked so beautiful, smiling next to his father in her white wedding dress, while his father's gentle gaze, reserved for his new wife, betrayed his cold appearance. They look happy together, so why can't he be with them? The little guy seemed upset by his own thoughts. And since he couldn't sleep, he got up from his bed and moved closer to the window. He opened his window slowly so it wouldn't disturb his grandma. It's an old window from a 100-year-old oak tree, so there would be a screeching sound if he's not careful. The cold air blew into his face, sending the last bit of sleepiness in Luz away. He looked up in a daze, searching for what could be behind the stars above. What's the place behind the stars look like? What's heaven look like? He didn't know. He's lost in thoughts until a gigantic white owl landed on a branch outside his window. The owl is nearly twice as big as Luz. It often spent the night outside Luz's window, but they never talked much before. It always arrived near the boy's bedtime. Luz knew its name is Drizzle, and it's one of the strongest owls in his family group. You're not sleeping, who? It greeted the boy. I can't sleep tonight, Mr. Driz. The owl tilted its head, paying more attention to the boy. Why can't you sleep, who? I miss my parents, Luz sighed softly. Grandma said they are in heaven, but I don't know where that is. Have you been there, Mr. Driz? Who? Only human talks about heaven. We, owls, never thought about it. But I often heard human stories about it, who? Answered the owl. A trace of disappointment could be seen in Luz's eyes. So you don't know, Mr. Driz. My grandma told me it's behind the stars in the sky, but there are so many stars out there. He looked up again, staring into every star he could catch with his eyes. Mr. Drizzle hated to see Luz sad. Since it saw Luz a year ago, it always had a strong affection for the little boy. That's also the reason why it often spent the night outside Luz's window. It's watching over Luz when the boy slept, making sure there won't be any danger to him. I remember now who someone said that if we follow the guiding star, we will find heaven. Maybe that's the star you're searching for, who? It tried to cheer up the unhappy boy. And just as it wanted, Luz was so excited hearing that clue. Guiding star? It must be the North Star. My grandma showed it to me before. She said it could help me find my way again if I'm lost. Who? Since that star is so special, it must be true, who? Mr. Drizzle added. Luz nodded his head over and over again. His cheeks were flushed with excitement. Can you take me there, please, Mr. Drizzle? He made a puppy eye towards the big bird. He knew no one could reject his puppy eyes and dimples as he smiled. And as always, he succeeded.